Hello everyone and welcome back. As promised, today we are going to start by talking to this foreigner.
You aren't one of my captors.
I remember the revered mother mentioning this man. She called him a savage from the far north.
I have nothing to say that would amuse you, elf. Leave me in peace.
What are you?
A prisoner. I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry.
The revered mother said he slaughtered an entire family, even the children.
It is, as she says. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
I am Warden. Pleased to meet you.
You mock me. Or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now. I will die soon enough.
Are you just going to leave him here? To die like an animal? This is too cruel a punishment, even for a murderer.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but Kunari are renowned warriors. If we could release him, perhaps he might help us.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
I could give you some food and water.
Tempting, but I shall decline. Were you in my position, would you prolong your imprisonment?
I could end it now if you prefer.
My preference is death in battle. Failing that, I will wait for the Darkspawn.
Tell me about why you're here.
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
Are you guilty?
Are you asking if I feel guilt or if I am responsible for the deed? However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now.
Who did you murder?
The people of a farmhold. 8 humans, in addition to the children.
That's horrible.
I agree.
Capturing you must have been difficult.
There is no difficulty in capturing prey that surrenders.
You didn't resist capture?
I waited for several days until the knights arrived.
Why?
Because I wished to.
What an odd thing to do.
Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret.
How long have you been here?
20 days now. I shouldn't last much longer, another week at most.
That's a long time to live without food and water.
Compared to your kind, maybe.
Aren't you interested in seeking atonement?
Death will be my atonement.
There are other ways to redeem yourself.
Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime?
You could help me defend the land against the Blight.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Yes, I am.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Would the revered mother let you free?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance. It seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
I'll leave you for now.
Farewell, then.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
A penitent man left to be torn to pieces by Darkspawn. 'Tis a fine example of the Chantry's mercy, is it not?
It is possible to just lockpick the cage, but I've set it up so I've got all the objectives in the Chantry at the same time, so I don't have to keep going back and forth.
It's good to see you again, Sister Leliana.
Thank you, Sir Marin.
Who's in charge of this Chantry?
The revered mother runs the Chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here.
Have you heard any news?
Not since Tairn Loghain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else.
Did you know there were bandits on the highway?
Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that.
Can you tell me anything about the caged Kunari?
Is he still alive? The revered mother put him there a few weeks back. He'll be dead soon enough.
Goodbye.
Make her watch over you.
There's word of darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us. Yes? Who might you be?
You can call me Warden.
I am Sir Bryant, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights?
No, I'm not.
Then what might I do for you?
What can you tell me about the imprisoned Kunari?
I was there at the farmhold. The beast stood there, wet with the blood of the children. He didn't even deny slaughtering them. The revered mother ordered him caged. She has more mercy than I do. But perhaps she is right, and the Maker has love for all his creations, even the Kunari.
Is there a way he could be released?
You can ask the revered mother. I say let him rot until the Darkspawn claim him.
Are you in charge here?
The revered mother leads this flock. I merely command her Templars. Normally, our role is to protect the Chantry and seek out unsanctioned magic. For now, it is all we can do to protect the innocent.
You do know that I am a mage.
As am I.
I have no time to even think about such things right now. My concern is protecting these people. I see nothing threatening them other than the Darkspawn.
How do Templars fight against magic?
We have more than swords at our disposal. We're taught to dispel unholy magics as well. If only our powers work to keep away the Darkspawn. Alas, it is not so.
Where would I find the revered mother?
In her study, no doubt. Preparing what she will take when we eventually evacuate.
Are you the only protection this village has?
Our ban was summoned by Tairn Loghain, and he took his soldiers north with him. Lothering has been abandoned. If the matter is important, certainly.
Have you heard any recent news?
Other than the Darkspawn horde bearing down on us, none of it is good. Tairn Loghain is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster piled on disaster.
King Kalen had no heir?
None that we know of. Tairn Loghain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner, and the king's corpse is barely cold. If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them. Now, unless there's something else you need.
Things seem very dire in the village.
They are. With the ban having taken his men north, the village is left to its fate. We will evacuate as many as we can before the horde reaches us. I will stay as long as I am needed. Now, unless there's something else you need.
I need some information.
If the matter is important, certainly.
Have you heard any other news?
I suppose since you are a mage, I do know something that might interest you. Don't look surprised. I would be a poor Templar if I couldn't tell that much. I have heard word that the Templars who watch over the Circle of Magi's tower have called for the rite of annulment. Hopefully I've heard wrong.
Now? That seems like odd timing.
To have such a call when mages are needed to fight the Darkspawn, something terrible must have happened. I have nothing else to tell you. The only news I care about is the approaching horde.
The rite of annulment gives the Templars the right to purge the entire circle, kill all the mages, and then they would get new mages from other circles. It's only invoked when the circle is deemed too corrupt to be saved. If all or the vast majority of the mages are either possessed or corrupted and like evil or whatever. Whatever the Templars think is evil.
Now, unless there's... If the matter is important. Now, unless there's something else you need.
I just checked if I could ask him for news again. I'm hoping you can help me. I'm a Grey Warden.
I see. That is certainly worthy of notice. Tairn Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope.
The Grey Wardens did no such thing.
I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tairn claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
Is there any other help you can offer?
I cannot openly help you, I fear, but... Here, take this key. It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry when we evacuate, so take what you need.
About those bandits outside the village?
Maker's breath, how many times must we drive them off?
They won't bother you again. I killed them.
All of them? By yourself?
It's true. I saw it from my post. It was over so fast, we didn't even have time to get over there.
Sad that it needed to come to that. But then they asked for it. Will you accept a small reward for your service?
I could keep an eye out for trouble for the right pay.
I wish I could afford such help, to be truthful. Take your reward, at any rate. It is all I have to offer. If it interests you, there is a Chanters board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's something else you need.
I should go.
Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
And when the Maker spoke, chant of light.
This cabinet is the only reason I told him I'm a Grey Warden. Because he doesn't give you the key otherwise.
Let those who seek redemption deliver. Let those who have sinned...
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Turn Logain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Logain straight soon enough.
But if Arl Eamon is sick, why are you here?
Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
Shouldn't you be fleeing the Darkspawn?
My mission takes priority. But I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts.
I was hoping to meet Arleman, in fact.
Why is that, if I may ask?
We need his help against Tern Logain.
I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tern Logain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tern has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
Do you think Logain is involved with the Arl's illness?
The Arl fell ill before the king died. But what if Logain planned that too? Oh, such thoughts do not sit well with me.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
So your quest for the ashes brought you here?
I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact. But my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Tell me about the Urn of Sacred Ashes.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
I'd like to hear what you've learned.
If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives.
Who is Sir Henrik?
My fellow knight and traveling companion. He is delayed, though.
Your friend Sir Henrik is dead. I have something of his.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
I should go.
With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, good sir. You have been most helpful.
You ever wonder if that's an accurate likeness of Andraste? Maybe she was ugly. Maybe she had buck teeth. How will we know?
Fools. Praying for help from a prophet they burned, and a god who has turned his back on them not once, but twice.
Look at that, Liliana stole her own gift.
Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I have a letter for you from the Blackstone Irregulars.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my sister. Sure, sign the paper, she said. You'll enjoy some coin now, but they'll be back. I guess I'll see you on the front lines. Those who seek redemption be delivered. Let those who have sinned be...
And when the chant spreads across all four,
I shall do it.
rise at last to the ears of the Maker.
You, miss, what is your name? You seem quite odd to me.
You would not be the first to think so. But avert your eyes. I will not have you staring over long.
Best get used to it. I'll be watching you. We want no trouble here.
Let him hear our unwavering faith.
Well, it's too bad that I bring trouble with me. Wow, I'm clipping through the revered mother. The Maker's miracles? Question mark?
Good day, Sister Leliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
I do not recognize your companion. Greetings. Will you be making a donation to the Chantry? Our need has never been greater.
Tithe? To the Chantry? Are you joking?
A great number of people could be fed and clothed for a fraction of your finery. But you must do as your heart wills. What can I do for you, then?
I want to talk about Stan, the Kunari you imprisoned.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
What did he do?
He butchered an entire farmhold. Only one of the youngest hid long enough to survive. The child said his father had found the Kunari gravely wounded and took him in. That kindness was repaid with murder. The bandsman found the Kunari just standing amidst the carnage. He did not resist them.
Are you certain he did it?
He confessed quite readily, but would give no reason for the crime. Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. That Kunari is a danger.
What if this causes an incident with his people?
The Maker demands justice, regardless of his race.
Is there any way I could convince you to release him?
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
I was thinking you might release him into my custody.
And what do you say on this, Leliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Kunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
All mankind be humble. Let all repeat the chant of life.
If I didn't have Liliana with me over here, because I refused to give her money, she wouldn't like me. Well, she doesn't like me, and she would not give me the key to Stan's cage. But it's fine, because as I said, you can still pick that lock.
So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there? No one else?
Mother occasionally had company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you really don't.
You wish something more of me?
I have the key to open your cage.
I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it.
She agreed to release you into my custody.
So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight.
Very well, I'll let you out.
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
And what if I don't lead to your atonement?
Then I will find it myself. May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Blood and damnation.
Blast and damnation.
Yes. Vashaden.
Indeed.
Yes.
I'm just gonna equip him. Well, apparently I sold the gloves. That's awkward. Doesn't matter.
Vashaden.
Indeed.
Now, Morrigan suggested that I put Alistair in the cage. There we go. Yeah, he seems pretty chill in there.
What?
Oh, he is annoyed. I'm sorry. You do learn later why Sten killed the farmers if you get enough approval from him. It's part of his companion quest. I'm going the other way around. Those guys are gonna attack me. And I will get them, because XP is still XP, but... I want to get them from the other side. Not that it matters, but I want to kill the groups of bandits first. I do like Fireball. It's great for clusters of archers. Preferably not use it against melee enemies, because they're just gonna rush you and then you can hit yourself, like I did before. Although I did not deliberately use it against the melee enemies, I was gonna hit the archers in the back. But you can see how that worked out. By the way, I was changing my party around, so I need to redo this. There's a landmark here. If you let your dog piss on the landmarks, he gets bonuses to his constitution.
As you say.
I think it might be more than constitution, but I'm not sure. I'm sure he gets bonuses to constitution, but I don't know if anything else. have been webbed.
I shall do it.
Okay, this group of bandits is usually a problem for me. So let's try not to die, shall we? Well, that went well. 2 out of 3 groups of bandits are defeated. Now Alistair went down.
For the fools, then! If we must fight, let us do it quickly! For the fools, then!
His injury gives him penalty to magic. I don't think I'll be treating that with an injury kit.
Very well.
Magic gives you spell power, but it also makes you craft better potions.
I shall do it.
So it's not necessarily useless for other classes, but generally is, because you don't really give non-mages herbalism. There we go, now Alistair has better equipment. Alright, now let's remove these guys.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
I teleported.
More enemies ahead!
Worth it. Now, we go back to get paid by the Chantry for removing all those bandits, but before that, Alistair went level up. There we go.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day.
But wait, there's more. This quest wants me to kill some bears. And this quest wants me to bring a keepsake from a mother that died for her son. Ooh, I'm getting some frame drops. That is the corpse I need to loot for the keepsake, and it is surrounded by wolves. Well, that was a lot of lag. I think it's because there's so many creatures. On to the bears. There we go. I will go back to the Chanter's board right after I go up on the highway, because there's gonna be one more battle there. And I'm going to loot everything there so I can then sell everything useless to the merchant in Lothering. And then I actually leave.
Someone help us! Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
You're welcome.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
It's a bit complicated, but you're welcome to come along.
Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only says half of it. Thank you for the offer, but there may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Of course, I'll even help you clean up by taking all the loot.
As you say.
Oh yeah, one of the items was a gift for Liliana.
Oh, how dear of...
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
I got a new sword out of that as well. Oh wait, merchant, right. Now Alistair has a sword that has its own innate cold damage and also added fire damage from my spell. And they don't cancel out. Well, this episode's gone on long enough, so I'm going to sell stuff to this merchant off screen, and by the beginning of the next episode we will be ready to move on from this place. Thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye!